to everybody. We're going to talk about, I don't know if any of you watch those videos, we're going to do that, but I'm trying to think of what's coming up at the Iowa Genealogical Society you might be interested in. There's a class coming up this weekend called Ports of Call, and it's my understanding that the woman who does this is very, very, very good. Very good. So and it's available in person or I think in person or in Zoom. So you could do that. And then there's a holiday party in December. So you might think about that. Come down, have coffee and cookies, and say hello to everybody. So that's the other thing that's going on. I can't think of anything else right now, other than I'm filing the tax return. It's due on the 15th of November, and I'm doing it 4 days early. So this is a big deal, guys. I've been known to be doing it on the day of for the Iowa Genealogical Society. And trust me, it's a pain. I hate it, but we have to do it. So that's it. And I think that's all that's going on right now. It's good to see you all. I'm going to ask if anybody has played with the new version of Roots Magic, because we talked about it last time. Have any of you? How many of you have installed it and used it at all? Okay, I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, 5. Okay, and yeah, that's it. And a couple of you people don't have your video on, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Do you like it? It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a whole lot different from the last one, but it's got some good things, and that's what we thought we'd talk about today. And I suggested you watch those videos. I don't know if any of you did. They're not very long. One's like 14 minutes, one's 18 minutes, so that's it. The search one I thought was probably more helpful than the editing one, but I thought that was pretty good. So I thought we'd just kind of go through some of the stuff that they have, and then we can talk about some other things as we go on, unless somebody's got some specific questions from what's going on. Okay. I'm going to go in. I'm going to share.
I do have a question,
Go
but
for it.
I can wait until we get there.
No. Maybe we'll get to it, Stacy. Go. What you got?
Whenever we get to the search, he talked about including or not including shared facts, and I
Yes.
didn't understand that.
I had to think twice and 3 times on that one. I'm not too sure I can explain it, but we'll demonstrate it and see what happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
when we get there, that's fine. So.
Okay, we'll do this. What am I looking for? Oh, let's go and do a share, and I'm going to do my Roots Magic. There it is. Let's see what happens. Come on, boys and girls. Okay, I was playing with it, so let's just go back to my file. Or to my people. I'm sorry. We'll go to people. All right, and push that up there, and I'm waiting for something to go away. I got to shrink you down. I know I'm screen sharing. Go away. I need that to get out of the way. All right, so he talked about the basic search and the advanced search as we go through there. So the key is to
So we don't see your screen.
I wonder why.
I think it's just taking its time to load because it says you're sharing it. We just don't see it yet.
I wonder why. Okay. What do you see yourselves?
Just as just the words that says IGS Education has started screen sharing.
Yeah,
Really?
double click to enter full screen mode.
This is not good. Okay, so we'll go down here and I'm going to stop sharing and we'll start over again. Okay, I don't know. If I can't share the screen, then we'll be in trouble.
Sometimes I think it just takes a while to load.
I know, but normally it tells you it's loading. Here's my application. There's my presenter layout. Yep, that's it.
Because I always see that. And then usually a few seconds later, the screen appears.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. Didn't do anything different. It just is, yeah, it's there. Okay, so they tell you on this one, on your search, okay, and we can come back here and we've got search over here. Okay. And I need to clear this out. So clear my results, clear my criteria. Okay. So if we start with the basic skirts, that's very much, I'm going to clear that again. That is very much what we're used to. Okay. So I started playing with the Barretts, and I didn't give a name. I just did a surname. I don't care what their sex is, birth year, death year, but I could do that if I wanted to, but I don't want to. And so having done that, I hit find. And okay. And the one thing they want to point out is over here on the left-hand side, you get, tells me how many matches I have. I have 73 matches. All right. And this is the basic one that's very similar to what we had before. And if we go down through here, I got Barrett, 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 and all of a sudden I get people who are not Barretts, but if I click on any one of these people, so let's click on Bridget Hoban. Over here on my right side, yours may be on the left because I chose to make it be on my right side. You can we can talk about that if you want to. You can choose which side that comes on. What happens is this is Bridget Hoban, but you notice she's married to a Michael Barrett. So they have included her in the search as we go through there. Okay. So I've got all these people here. I can edit it if I want to. Well, any person that I've clicked on. So here's John. Okay, I can edit him. And I end up with his as we go through here. I gotta move you around a little bit. Come on. So I'm gonna close him off. So that's my edit, but I can also over here edit anybody if I want to. Now this one, if I click on edit here, all I can do is edit John, but I can go over here and you notice we've got his spouses. We've got Eleanor and we've got Margaret, and there's a child there. Here's his parents and siblings, so forth and so on. I can go over here and click on any of these little drop down, whatever, and I can edit that person. So you notice I've got go to that person, which would take me back to the pedigree chart, but I can also edit the person. I can unlink the person. I can delete the person. So if I wanted to edit whoever it was I clicked on there, Patrick Barrett, here's his baptism and so forth and so on. I could add things directly here. I could add a marriage. I could add all sorts of things to him if I want to. So I'm going to cancel that. So it's kind of cool. You can do anything, anything that's on this side, I can edit. I can just do all sorts of stuff with it as we go through there. Okay. So that's the edit. And then this is very similar to what we did with the customization they used to have. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. It's a little strange. Seems to be kind of backwards. Right now, they are recording this, and this, and this. So I could add to view. Oh, if I come over here, this always throws me. For some reason, this person shows up as an event, and I don't know why. I haven't figured that one out. But I could say I want to add to view a marriage record. So let's pretend I know his marriage. I'm going to add his marriage place. And I'm going to add it to view, and you notice it showed up over here. I could make this a little bit smaller. Yeah, there it goes. So I added a marriage, and I've added marriage to it. I've added it to the view, but I can move it. I can move it up or down. So I'm going to move it up, and so the marriage date shows up there. I've got a marriage date, but now I have a marriage too as we go through there. So you can edit, you can customize, you can add all of these things into that report if I wanted to. This is the basic one. Okay. So I'm going to say okay for now. We'll do that. All right. The one thing that they're really, really excited about is the print. Okay. So Oh. This is page 1 of 88. What the heck? So this print is not really what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to go over here and you want to click on save. And you can save it as a Excel. And if you don't have Excel, that's okay. You can do it here. You can do it as Excel. You can do it as a common separated values. You can do Microsoft Word. So let's do Microsoft Word. We'll call this Barrett test. I was playing with this, so we're just going to override that one. Save. Yes. Okay. Anytime now. There's my Microsoft Word. Because printing is really nice, you know, once you've got this list done. And this does not look anything like what I got before. So, wonder what's going on here. I've got an awful lot of pages where before it just showed up. So I wonder what's going on here. Okay, so let's go back. We'll take this down. And let's go out of here. Let's customize and customize the list. And I'm going to remove marriage. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's pretend we're going to, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to, there it is. Hey, what happened to my print function, guys? There it is. There, where's my save button though? Where did my save go to? Does anybody see a save? It was right here. If any of you are filing along, so you can see what happens. But this lets me print. Maybe the save is on the advanced. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. So one of the things she said about the print was if you've got quite a bit across here. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
but
my save.
yours looks
Yeah, well,
strange because I did
It
300 people.
does.
I did 300 people and I only got half your pages.
Yeah, so I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, so what's the difference between mine?
Yeah. Then click choose a report settings, print prepare, 8.5 by 11, styles and fonts. I get 34 pages. Let's do the print and see if I can get a preview out of it. Yeah, see, here's my preview. And it's gone haywire. I don't know. I did not have this problem earlier. So we're going to cancel that. But let's go look at the advanced. If it doesn't work on the advanced, then we're going to give up. But that's all right. So I'm gonna clear my results here. I'm gonna come over to my advanced search. Now that one, let's see. I'm looking to see what I've got here. So advanced search, you get everything that you got with the basic, but you get more. Okay. So if we come over here and let's do find. And I hit plus up here. And I'm going to say name again. I'm going to say okay. And now they're saying, okay, I'm going to do a name. Do I want given names or I want surnames? So I'm going to say Barrett, B-A-R-E-T-T. And I'm going to, it says ignore, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do equals. Okay, there's my Barrett. And do I want to include the married surname? So I'm going to leave that B in there and see what happens. So here we go. I'm going to mark by name. And here we go. Now I have 59 matches again. And again, if there's Agnes Barrett over here on the right is everything. Here's her parents and her siblings, and yeah. Agnes never married, so I know where she's buried and so forth and so on. So I can add more stuff to it. Okay. I can add criteria. Let's see what happens if some of these other things that we can do. So I've got equals. Let's say ignore. I'm ignoring this surname, the married surname. So I am not I'm not sure what that does for me. Only test primary names. Let's see what happens if I do that. Okay. Okay. And I still have the same 59 people. Okay. No, I have, by only doing primary names, I have eliminated everybody who married a Barrett. Okay. It's their primary name, not their maiden name. So that was kind of interesting. So that was my name. I can add, now this is where I think what Stacy's talking about. I'm going to add an event. So I'm going to say, okay. And I'm going to say, okay, any fact type. And it says, do not include shared facts. And include shared facts. We'll try each one of these. So do not include shared facts. And
So the example that he used in his demo was birthplace of New York.
birthplace, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm
And
going to do. So,
so yeah, so okay, so a birthplace is a fact, right? So what makes it a shared fact? I mean, if Joe has a birthplace of New York and John has a birthplace of New York, that's not a shared fact. They just both have the same birthplace. So what's the difference?
Right.
I don't
I
understand.
don't know. Let's play with this and see what we get. So I'm going to say, do not include shared facts. I'm putting in Ireland. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to just say, and I said contains. I did this earlier and I put Ireland in there and I only got 3 people because I have some of them I have the birthplace is County Mayo in Ireland and they didn't include it. So it has to be specific. So I'm going to say includes Ireland. Okay. And here we go. So here's all our people. Thomas shows up here in Canada, but if you click on him, you notice he can't decide where he's born and when he's born. Sometimes he's born in Ireland and sometimes he's born in Canada. So it's an issue. So we'll have to go through there. So I have a bunch of Thomases as we go through here. So, what was I going to talk about? Okay, so let's go back over here. I hit the find, go to the event, and says include shared facts. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. No change. Find. By event. Shared facts only. Oh, no match found. Okay. Okay, you guys, if I remember correctly, you can. What is a shared fact? Is a shared fact when you find somebody in a census record and you put them in and you put everybody in the family in? Is that a shared fact? Anybody remember? I'm going to stop sharing for a minute here. Do you know what a shared fact is?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. So Stacy, I can still remember his example, and I got a little confused.
Yeah.
He said,
So
can't
he
remember
said,
what he
like,
was.
if the birthplace is Ireland and they share
Mhm.
that fact with somebody, but I was like, well, what does that mean to share that fact with somebody?
Fact, right. What
Because you're
if,
either born in Ireland or you're not.
yeah, yeah.
Book, in the book
But
it
maybe,
says, I've
yeah,
got the manual, and it
good.
says
What does
you'll
it
often
tell
come
us?
across facts or events that are shared actually by more than just the person you add the fact to. For example, you may have a census record which includes mother, father, and a number of children.
Mhm.
So I think that you don't want everybody else, you're just looking for that person.
Okay, so let's go back and I'm going to find somebody that I have shared a census record with. Let's see what happens.
Do you have to
So,
share a fact for them to find it? You know what I mean?
yeah, I have to have shared it, and
Okay, I don't have any shared facts.
I think I have done that, but we're going to find out. Okay. Are you seeing my screen now? Yep, says
Yeah.
how. You can see it. Okay, so let's clear all this stuff and clear results. And let's go back to people. And I'm thinking maybe Thomas Patrick. I shared a fact. So we'll go into him. Come on. Maybe census record. Be nice if I could see this. But it doesn't tell me if I've, yep, no, I haven't shared it. See, notice I've got shared none. So let's try this one. Up, I got 8 people I shared this one with. Okay, so this is a census Reinhardt in 1900. So let's go see what happens when I do that. We're going to go to
I guess I can
search
understand, why like a census is a shared fact because there are numerous people on it.
on
But
it.
he
Yeah,
specifically used the birthplace. So how is that a shared fact?
I don't know unless somehow you were doing, because what he was talking about was on the basic one. If you said on your criteria, people born in New York and people born in 1800 or people by the name of such and such, you got everybody in your list who was born in New York, and then everybody else who had the name that you're looking for. But the first one gave you everybody in New York. It could have been a Smith, a Jones, a Brown, and the last one gave you just the Smiths. So they're making a deal about the fact that this the advanced search, I call it stacks it. So if you give it 2 things, it makes the person they find has to have both of those things, not just one. Okay. So I think on this other with the shared fact, it could be that you get more than that. So let me see what happens. Okay, we're gonna do an event perhaps. Okay. We're going to find a I think that I can't remember if that's a census or a residence. Let's try residence. I think that's where it showed up. Residence. There we go. Okay. Place. Okay. Contains Reinhardt. Maybe I just want to do this. Maybe that's not what I want to do. Reinhardt. Okay. That's place detail. I don't want that. I'm sorry, I'm off my line. One-handed typing's hard. Okay. Okay. So now I've got, that doesn't make sure. I should have more than this, but I've got that. So they're giving me 3 people here. And that includes Elsie, who's Thomas's wife, and one of his sons. But there are 8 people that have the residence. So, oh, maybe it's census. Maybe I'm supposed to be looking under census. Let's go over here. And we want to make this be census. I'm going to, census. Okay. And, okay. Now, okay, I just get Thomas. Now let's go back and make that be includes shared facts. Okay. I get his wife. So it's if I have a fact for Thomas and I have shared it, a census record, and I shared it with somebody, he shows up on that. So I think we have to watch that video again and try to figure out what's going on. And the other option was shared facts only. And I get the same thing. Oh, Eliza. So what this does is it eliminates the person who had the fact and only shows you the person that you shared a fact with. Okay. So I think he was talking about if somebody's born in New York and you've attached a mother and father to them, that's a shared fact. And that's what's going to show up. So let me see what I can do.
Teresa?
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
is a basic question. What's the significance or really or the definition of a shared fact?
Yeah.
As I have understood it, a shared fact is that you have an acquaintance or a cousin or whoever, somebody who's in the family tree, but they ask about a particular uncle or whatever, something back in the family, and you send them some specialized information that you don't necessarily want shared with everybody else. This is a way to allow that to happen without putting it out on your overall tree, isn't it?
I don't know. You guys that have the new manual, do they have anything about shared facts?
I think that he's on the right track, but
Okay.
they say that the shared fact is something that it's a quick way to include everybody that was there at that time instead of having to start figuring out the relationships, or it was a neighbor or whatever. You get everybody that was at the fact at the time.
Yeah,
But
I don't think
it's a way to, like John just said, to like marking some of your stuff private that you don't want the whole world to see.
That's right.
Okay. Well, I made a note here. It says include shared facts. Anyone who shares a fact. It talks about the parent's birth and okay, let's do this. A birth contains that. Okay. And I'm going to include shared facts. Anybody that's born in Reinhardt. And okay, here's everybody that's born in Reinhardt. And some of these people, I got to look at it. Andrew is, Bernadine, Bernard, Cornelius, whatever, Harold A. Okay. And I can tell you everybody in this list was born in there. So if I had said, include shared facts, do not include shared facts, because I mean their parents should show up, but they don't. So I'm not sure why that's not showing up as with Stacy's example. You know, he was very specific about the fact that a shared fact would be the person plus his parents, okay? A shared fact only would only show the parents, but not, let's see what happens. We go through here and we make it be shared facts only. I don't know if that'll show up. Nope. So I'm not too sure what that means, Stacy. Now, do you think that's going to make a difference in how we do our lists? I have no idea. So I'm going to clear my criteria. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back and we're going to play with my name again. Plus name. We'll put the Barretts in there. Okay. Give a name equals Barrett. Now we're going to see if we can print. Okay. And I only want the primary names. I don't want the, it says include married surname. Oh, if I did that, I would get all the women who were Barretts to when they were born, but they would also include their married surname. Let's see what happens when we do that. Okay. I have 73 matches now. And I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting everybody who married a married in there on some of these. So, okay. So let's say I want to do something with this now. I can print. I still don't see the save. Oh, print. Okay.
Yeah, but
And
how do
then
you just save your search? How do you save your
there.
search?
There it is. Save search results right here. So it's under, first you go to print, then you come up here and hit this, the floppy disk. Okay. And I can save it as a PDF. I can save it as an Excel. And we'll do that.
Yeah, I already did that, but how do you save just your search in Roots Magic?
So
Oh,
that
okay.
you don't have to
okay.
rebuild the query again.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Why is yours so strange layout?
I don't know. There's my Excel. It works. Okay. And for those of you that don't work with Excel, I'm going to close this one down. You can save it as a Word documents too, and it works well. Microsoft Word. I'm assuming most of you have the equivalent of it. We're going to call this Barrett again.
I like the comma separated values. That way, it's someone who uses
Who doesn't have Excel? Yeah.
a different spreadsheet program than Excel would be able to use that.
Yeah, that's it. And that's we'll look at that in a second.
It'd be compatible with it, with any of them.
Yeah. Anytime now. Here we go. Now this is just totally different than what I saw last time.
Yeah, mine looks like how you're trying to work. I don't know why you have such big spaces.
I have no idea. I'm sure, I don't know what this thing is over on the side.
What about your
Oh, there we go. I just need to have it, make it wider. That's all. I just needed to grab this and bring it
What
over.
about your styles, the appearance?
I'm not too sure what I'd see. Let's move this up. I don't know. Paragraph, styles, normal.
Maybe your columns are too wide.
Well, no, they weren't wide enough before. They were very narrow, and so that's why they were going down the side. That's it. So
yeah, but I just did the basic or the advanced, and I just hit it, and it generated, and it looked normal, like you're trying to do.
And that's what it did when I did this earlier today. So
weird.
I'm just, but you notice I got it most of this by doing this.
You're on
yeah. Yeah, I got most of it onto here. So it's kind of strange. And I got it onto 4 pages basically. So, but I don't have all the information. And he talked about I can make, supposedly I can make the columns narrower, but I'm not, there we go. Okay. You can make your columns narrower if you want to. You get more information that way. I could print it on landscape. So let's see what happens if I say print file. Come on. And I make it be landscape. There, everything shows up. Okay.
My screen must be frozen. I can't see anything on your
Oh,
beside
that's
your.
because I'm into Microsoft Word. You can't see it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
Okay.
just see your Ritz Magic shared
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I went into Excel and I went into, which gives you the full thing. And I went into Microsoft Word and I was getting thing, but when I made the columns narrower and then the page wider, I got it to work, and then I changed it to landscape. So that's it. But you want to know how to save the search results.
Well, yeah, apparently I can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Up here, save searches. See that?
Yeah, but I hit that and there's nothing there.
Okay, I'm going to save.
Do I have to make a new one?
No. Cancel, but there's got to be a way to do this. I don't remember him talking about it. Claudia, did they talk about how to do that? Customize group, clear results.
Yeah, I have 329 matches and I'd like to save that.
Yeah, yeah. The search itself.
Yeah, just the search.
Why?
Isn't that where you isn't that where you save it to a group and you give the group a name?
Oh God.
Yes, you do.
No. How do I
And
do
there's a
that?
group, the group
Here's
is
my
on
group
the,
over here. So I'm going to do group. Enter a name. I'm going to call it Barrett.
You hit the group? Okay.
Yeah, and okay. Okay. And let's see what happens. Nope, doesn't show up there. It shows up as a group, but it's not in here. If I was doing group and for people, you know, how'd you do this and you find your groups. There's, oops, that's not what I want. Ah. What am I doing wrong that I don't see my list of people? Huh. Is it under search? No.
I don't want to leave my screen to figure it out.
When I do, it used to be when you got people, you had, oh, maybe. Okay, guys.
Is it at the top
you
where it
did-
says people? See where it says people at the
Oh,
very
there it
top?
is. Okay. That's better. Well,
Yeah, there's that in.
but you used to see a little thing at the bottom that told you groups and so forth and so on. So I don't customize.
Oh, how do I just save this search? Do I have to remember it?
I guess. No, you shouldn't have to. You should not have to. But I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I'll
Screen
Google
sharing.
it.
This is used to be that
Save.
People. Search. Group. That's my new group. I apologize, folks. I don't use groups particularly.
I'm Googling it because
this is supposed to be so much easier, but we've got an issue here. I'm sure they can do it, but He did not talk about how to, it says create a search. Once you have it exactly the way you want to, you name the group. And so I said, here's my mark by name, Barrett. Here's my group. Okay. All right. And then people.
I've got something going on my other screen. What if you do under find or go over to at the top when it
Mm-hmm.
I know your groups
I remember,
will if you get your index over on the
I can't get my index. I can't
go to the
get
on the
my-
other side, Teresa, go over to your side panel and then where your index is, and there's like those little tabs. I'm pointing. Come
I
down, bring
know.
your arrow down just a little under the
Oh,
spouses.
there
where
it is.
says one.
Okay. There I am.
And then go over to the folder one, looking one. Isn't that groups?
That's
Yep,
bookmarks.
there it is. There it is.
There they
There's
are.
my books.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm so used to seeing the list of the index and then there. So that's it. Yeah. So there's my group.
but how does that help with the searches?
Let's see what happens.
So
Let's
then
see
if you
what happens.
open the Barrett group, just click
I
on
don't
it.
want to add it. Yeah. It's not opening.
You have two of them.
I know, but that should.
Well, if you do edit on it.
Edit. We'll delete one of them. Can I delete one? Type simple da 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 da. They don't let you delete a group. Interesting.
Okay. The search is now a group, my group.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
So there, and then when you just did that now, Teresa, you can do the set rules.
Wait.
And there's
Okay.
there's your as you
There's
set it
my
up to
list,
have it,
yeah.
and then you can change it there.
So did you get that?
Yeah, mine says Ireland people. I did a search for that of 329, but how do I open it? There's nothing there.
Okay. Well, what she had me do was, let's come back here. So here's my, so let's close this. So I clicked on Get Barrett. I hit plus because no, that's not my group. That's not edit. I hit my edit. Okay. So there's my Barrett. And down here where it says set rules, all right, you look at that, it tells me what my rules were.
Okay.
All I did, this is the one where I just did name. That was it. So if you try that on yours.
Yeah, it's the same rules that were in my original search. But how do I see them now? I need to see them.
See not the rules, but the people.
Yeah, the group. How do I see?
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do I find my group?
Yeah, like where are they? It's the same amount of people, 329.
I keep clicking on it and nothing happens.
Okay, save. I saved it. So,
search. No, I don't know.
Oh, for crying out loud!
It says go to people.
You should be able to click on the group and then it opens in that index view.
Yeah, and it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
Open.
Well, none
Here.
of these are opening.
If you click on Barrett right now.
Yeah. I'm clicking amazing. I'm putting an X on there. The only thing I can think of is, let's make this a little bit smaller. Maybe I'm missing a screen that says open or something.
No, I'm following everything that you are. And it doesn't do anything. It just says I have a group. So what? How do I see it?
I want to see the group.
Okay.
Got edit. Edit highlighted group. Refresh highlighted group.
Oh, for
Nobody
crying
wants.
out loud.
Let's see. Thinking if I made the screen bit smaller, but it won't go smaller. I have no idea. I think there's something wrong. Now, one of the things I was going to tell you, if I go home, there's a update available, which I have not I did not download from the second, I guess. So maybe that fixes it. I don't know.
I
Does
didn't.
anybody else have theirs up and running?
What happens if you go back to the if you go to
Yeah.
like people view just for
Yep.
I said
my
I don't
people
have
view.
I don't have another screen that I can test this on.
Yeah,
But
that's
go to
all
the
right.
people view.
Yep,
and
I'm in
then
people view. Are you there?
I said it used to be if you would just and then pick the name and the if you and now what happens if you hit refresh? If you
Oh,
hit
wait. Go over to
Which
show
one?
everyone, drop down and show Ireland people. And there we go. Got
What
it.
are you saying?
Go over to show everyone.
I don't, where is show
Left.
everyone?
Nope. Over to the left. Over to the left, up there.
Oh,
Drop down and then it'll show your groups.
there it is. There's our groups
For
right
crying
up
out
there.
loud.
Okay.
How do you get the show everyone button? Because I can't even get that.
Up on top. Do you see where I am right now? I did people.
Yeah, people.
I clicked on people. And then we got people, and then you got show everyone.
You have to be over
Okay.
at the people in the orange tab that you have that's next to couples at the very top. You have to click on people.
Okay.
So up here, see where I'm circling around? Circling the
Okay, yeah.
horses? Did that. And then it's what I've got is show everyone. And if I change it, I get my groups. I get my groups.
And so is that a saved search then?
It must be.
Yeah,
That's what it did to me.
And so then I do Barrett, and there it is. And then if I want to know what criteria I used, I would go over here and use the edit button and set rules. And it tells me what I did. I just did by name on this one.
Okay, my screen's weird though then because I don't have that groups toolbar that you've got on your screen. I don't have that. I've just got my people index over there.
Do you have group?
Stacy,
Is it on your-
do
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
have like all sorts of icons over there, or do you just have the people index?
So
Just the people index. It's got me at the top,
yeah.
but then it's got the
So see this little orange thing? Orange thing that looks like a file. Click on that.
Okay.
Click on that. Thank God they highlight these things in orange. That's nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
So that's your groups. Okay. And it says groups under it.
So to reiterate what I did a search first. I clicked the groups and it just put my search into that group that I named. That seems kind of an odd thing to do, like how to save it.
Well, you should be able to find it under saved searches then, right?
No.
Wouldn't you
It doesn't
think?
save searches. It
No.
saves the search as a group because it figures you're looking for a bunch of people, and that way you don't have to run it twice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
I understand that, but there is a saved searches section. So if that's not
Yeah,
what
I
it's
don't know.
for, what is it for and how do you use it?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so go back to because it wasn't in there and I couldn't save it in there. I
I
clicked
haven't
on
seen a saved search in this.
No, there's no place to save this. If you look at this, there's no saving here, except
Right.
here. There's your saved search.
So how do you get something in there?
Okay, so
unless that's the old ones.
No, I just I just went make a new search. This is so convoluted. So it has all my facts and things already in there. Then I hit OK, and then I have a name for it, whatever name I had. And I think that's the way to save it.
Talk to me again. So I'm going
Yeah,
to do
really.
a new search. So what you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
So how, and in other words, I'm going to clear the criteria here.
No. Nope. Nope. Just go up to save searches. This is so straight. Nope, right there. Yep. Yep.
New. Okay.
And then make a new one. And your saved criteria should already be set.
It's right there. That's
Yeah.
it.
So now you have to go okay
Okay.
and then name it again.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
And then you can do a search and you should come up with the same thing that you already had before.
So if I can't, oops,
Yeah.
I don't know if I
So
say, let's see.
so that just seems like
And
way
there's
too
my
many.
Barrett. Yeah. And he did show that not on this video, but he showed it on, I think the longer video that did it. So it's kind of weird that he wouldn't do it and include it in this one. So
That is
Yeah,
not
so
intuitive.
yeah, so now we have groups and now we have searches.
yeah.
So they could be
Yeah.
the same thing. You don't know.
No. Yeah. That's very difficult. One of the things I didn't mention is he talks about here. No, I'm not seeing it there. Damn it, Agnes. Where was that? Let's pretend. Let's get out of this and go back to my people. I'm going to go to my people. Okay. That, let's pick, I'm going to, that's weird. It's going into, because I've got my groups list. I have my groups highlighted, so I have to go back here and get, there we go. There's my index. And we'll do McCormick and then we'll do Thomas again. One of the things he talked about, Thomas 1843. Okay. These little icons here, okay, and I move this over. Then we'll do it again one more time. You get icons here, okay. We got kind of an odd thing, but if you want to, you can give yourself a little more space, and it tells you. So this tells me I've got 2 notes, so you can barely see it. That's 2, and that I have 1 source, and I have 13 media. I have 1 task, and that I don't have any health or DNA that I've done with him. So, I mean, that was just one of the things. If you want to do it, if you want to find out right away what you've got as you go through there, but he also talked about notes. That was in the editing part of it. So that if I'm in here and I'm looking at Thomas Patrick, let's just go to, where's my go to? How do I get life summary? That's my life summary. This is a little strange again, guys. I want to go to him.
Oh, his people?
No, I want to go to the normal, what I call the normal page for him. I mean, here's the summary,
right.
but I want to go to it, history, bookmarks, group.
Maybe the top where you have that thing in orange, people, and so then you go to pedigree, and then can you get to the?
That must be it.
I'm not sure.
I vote for that. Okay.
I don't know.
Here's Thomas Patrick. Yeah, there we go. So you notice it's got notes and so forth and so on. But if I were in that other, we'll close that, over here, and I've got, I don't know, we'll do marriage. I should be able to do notes for that. I don't want to edit this. Dang it. It was like I could add notes, and there should be what's going on here? There should be something on the side here that tells me I can add notes.
I think it's in his name. In his icon, there's a little 2 and a.
Oh, so if I close, but I should be able to pick an event and add a note from here, is what they're
Oh,
telling me there. And then I'm reading, my, options selected, oh, criteria, generation, add, or, that's under editing. And it's on the edit screen, evidently. Where's the edit screen? Damn. Is it? Oh, people. I give up, guys.
I think. Oh, I know where it is. You have to double click on him to get to the screen you want, and I don't know if you're in the right spot. Let's see.
I don't think I am.
So if you're on the pedigree, double click on his name.
Yeah.
Just double click and it should open, hopefully.
Okay. Meeting chat.
Was it? It did to me.
Yeah.
There.
And
There you go.
So now
Yeah.
in your left-hand side, on your left-hand toolbar, click the notes. No, back on him where
yeah,
you
but
were.
yeah, he disappeared on me. I'm
Double
smiling.
click on him again.
Yeah. And then here's my notes.
Yeah, click there.
Okay.
There you go.
And then now if I click on notes, this is what it was all about. This gives you every event that he has. All right. If it has an asterisk in front of it, there is a note. If there's no asterisk, it's just an event. But I could add one as you want to go through there. So I
Oh,
could
that's cool.
Yeah, I could add marriage, and I could say I don't know what I could find. I could add something about the marriage, where it took place, or just a note, or so forth and so on. So that's what that was all about. Is you could talk about the notes as we go through there. Okay. Any event they have, you can do it by fact, and if the asterisk is there, they have it. He was also talking about what was he talking about? Oh, one other interesting thing. So let's close this. That they did. Let's go to him. And on birth, anytime there's a date, you have an option, and you have a new option that says you can do it between. Let's see what this one says. Okay. Aha. I don't think that's
Oops,
right either.
sorry, I gotta mute myself.
Okay, but he says that there's a place, one of the options was between this and that on a date, but I'm not seeing that. Are you? Okay. I'm not sure what to tell you. Okay. He also said calculate start date and end date. Nope. That's the one where you you get the so many yates and so forth and so on. But I don't think that's calculate. Wait a minute, there was something else to do with that. Calculate and calculate it. No, that's not it. Okay, guys. I mean, I really worked on that this afternoon, and now that I'm working at it again, it's a problem. But you can put, you can figure that, say that it's between this and that, so forth and so on. And you should be able to, on a fact, you're supposed to be able to say, under proof. There we go. Okay. Proven, disproven, disputed, and proposed. and each one has a little icon. If it's proven, it will show up with a, let's see,
Check mark.
check mark. Yes. If it is, I wrote this all out so we can go from that. Next page. If it's check mark, you get it proven. If it's got a circle with a slash through it, like do not enter, that's disproven. An exclamation point means it's disputed. And if it's proposed, it looks like a piece of a puzzle, a little puzzle piece as you go through there. Okay. So you can do all sorts of things in that. So I'm thinking that I think I know who somebody's father is. I can put that in, but just say it's proposed, it's hype, you know, I'm working my way through it. So that's it. Okay. All right. So that's, I'm going to stop sharing. That's a tough one. John, you
Yeah.
used charting companion. Is
Yes,
that what you used?
we did. If I can say one word about what I've been listening and watching over the last hour, I feel a little like when I first got in my present automobile, and and I started trying to. I just wanted to get it. How do I start this thing and put it in gear and drive it someplace? And and I got a way to meter or telemeter some way everything that you can imagine, and I think that to a guy who's a non techie, me, uh, but who just wants to have a way to record and to help move along, it's really important that we stay on the 10 commandments or whatever they might be of this, because I think that they have really they've designed so much into this. It's very impressive, but I would just hope that people would not get disappointed and dismayed in trying to work their way through it. Maybe that might be a thought only from me.
Well, you know, we're looking at, yeah, you're right. We're looking at all the extra things that you can do to it, but you can still just do the basic of put somebody in there and just, you know, create a person and just start adding facts. And that's, and you can still, you don't have to do some of this other stuff to make it work. You know, maybe you never want to create a group. Maybe you don't
Right.
want to search for so forth and so on. You don't have to. You really
Right.
don't.
It's a great system.
Yeah.
I'm moving along. I don't.
Yep.
I have mine. My 11 is purchased and downloaded. It is not installed. And quite frankly, I'm having trouble developing the nerve to hit the.
Well, first of all, keep your old one there, and
Yeah.
you want to save your file, and then create it.
And when you're in the process of it installing, they say it's recommended that you do away with the old one. Well, I'm not quite ready to do that yet.
No,
I have
because we,
both.
yeah, I have 3 on here right now.
Yeah, so do I.
I have 9, 10, 11, and I have 7. So because
Right.
we
I
got
have
that from
7 or
somebody
8
else.
mine
Yeah.
now. And
Yeah. So you can do
at any rate,
that. Okay.
the charts project, you folks suffered with me as I was looking for a way to get the descendants onto a nice wall chart. And Teresa, you especially, you spent hours with me trying to find a way to do that. And last year we cobbled up something, but at any rate, that that really came about just as an option to Roots Magic on printing descendant wall charts. And I was very pleased.
Well, I kind of went in. They have, if you want to do this, they have a free, you can test it out for 14 days, something like that. So I went ahead and I downloaded it, and I gotta find it here, and then I'll see if I can. Charting Companion 8 is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to open it and see what happens. But I had some difficulty with it. So let me share my screen and we'll see what happens. Where's my charting?
Did you go to Ritz Magic website then?
No,
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 to find it.
no. I just Googled charting companion. Okay. Are you seeing this? It says enter your name and serial number at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't have a name, I don't have a serial number, but over here on the bottom right side, it says continue free trial. So we'll do that.
Well, what do I brought mine up and turn my computer over to you?
Okay, well, yeah, we could have you, well, you can't turn it over to me, but we can have you talk about it. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to go into this list and let you share. Let me see my participants.
Where did you get it from?
Online, you just Google charting companion.
Well, there's a couple of companies, McAfee or the Genealogy. Where did you get it?
I,
I'd have to look.
Let me see here. Hold on, John. I'm going to go this and I'm going to make you co-host. Okay, there we go. So let's see if we can do this. Because I tried it out and I got a little confused partway through it. So once you get yours up, do you have Charting Companion up yet?
Well, I thought I did.
Okay.
Is it McAfee Family Tree Maker?
Yeah,
Yes,
it is.
yes.
Yes. They say this works with Family Tree Maker. This one, Legacy, Roots Magic. I mean, it lists the whole
Okay.
gamut. The whole gamut. That's the one I found. That's the one I found.
Okay, it's made by Genealogy, so it works with
Yeah.
the other everything.
So I don't know about the McAfee.
It works. McAfee. It has anyway.
Okay.
Charting Companion 8.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to activate that.
Now Kelly Gruber helped you with this, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Kelly Gruber helped you with this.
Yeah, Kelly did. Yeah,
Okay.
tremendously. Yeah. Well, I'm looking for.
If you go to, let's see. If you go down, go ahead.
Genealogy was founded in 1995 to be a family tree charting software working with popular genealogy database programs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. If you want, I can try it again and see what we brought up. Okay. Here it is. I'm going to share my screen. And which screen am I sharing? That one. Okay. So yeah, get out of my way. Damn it. Okay. So I get this, I get a charting companion. It says file and it says open a file. And basically I had to go into Roots Magic and find a tree. So I found a tree. And let's stop doing that. Okay. That was my synced tree. So I said open it. And what's going on here? Okay. Got some odd things going here. I can't get both of them to go at the same time. So, okay. So I'll say okay down here. I got an error on that, but it's going to be one of those days where they're never going to. So supposedly I have it up here. Did you find it?
Well, let me bring up what I have here.
Okay.
If you can help me.
Just a minute.
Are
I got to
you
get
going
out of this. I have to get out of this and they won't let me stop. Exit. There we go. Yes. Do you want to exit? Yes. Okay. 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 So, John, have you got yours up and running?
Oh, I thought. I've got the master file
Mm-hmm.
is, the chart is, I mean, the page is up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm embarrassed here.
That's all right. Well,
Zoom is not easy, believe me.
no, it's not. Well, he's trying to find his thing. So maybe if between now and next time you could all go in and get Charting Companion and play with it for a couple weeks.
Well, it's
Let's see.
$50. So
Yeah,
it
but
depends if you really want to do that. The free trial, I'm not sure how long it'll let you do that.
it's a week or 2 weeks. Is what they say. Okay. So that's worth it. You know, it would be nice if there was a video or something that told you how to make this work. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, the website is tells a lot. The Pro Genealogy, and like you said, just Google Charting Companion.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Did you find something, John?
Well, let's one more here.
I'm wondering if somebody at Legacy uses, so I might check in with them and see.
Yeah, that's free. It's free now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this Charting Companion works with Legacy Family Tree also.
Uh-huh. So when I did it, then within the charts that you can choose, you can do an ascending, you can do fan, which we can already do. But they do an ancestor and a descendant. And so I started doing that, and there was a choice. You could put spouses in, so I did that, or siblings in. So I put the siblings in. I wanted to see those, and I chose I don't know what I chose. I did an ancestor chart for my father. Okay, and went all the way up with that. And then I guess I could do one for my mother and go all the way up with that. It 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 charts kind of funny looking. Sometimes maybe it's just the way it shows up on the screen. It's like they have the person and then they have their siblings next to them, and then the wife is off to the side, and then they come down and over, and I'm like, why don't they put the spouse next to the husband and then some other people as we go through there? So the lines didn't look all that firm as bold as you would expect it to let you trace who's who as and going through that one.
There's
Okay.
an interesting thing. It works on ancestry.com also, so it can make,
Oh,
a chart from just your ancestry.com.
okay.
It
Mhm.
does not work with MyHeritage.
Okay. Okay. That's
For
interesting.
an example, I have an ancestor chart up now.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to have you, that's what I want you to do, John. I want you to go down to the bottom of your screen, and if you move your cursor down there, you'll see a list of things, and there should be a green thing that says share. You move
Okay.
your cursor along the bottom.
Let me get back on. Okay.
You got to be in Zoom to make this work. Yeah.
Down at the bottom.
Yeah, because you got the audio and the video and so forth, and then kind of in the middle there should be a green arrow and it says share.
I got it. Okay.
So click on that.
I got it.
Okay.
Share.
And then what's going to show up are the various things that you have got there. Look at that man. Okay.
He did it.
All
He
right.
did it.
Now,
Okay.
I'll just do one more quick review.
Okay.
I use this mostly for a family reunion, attended by a lot of people. And I do have these printed over at Iowa Reprographics. And like this one comes off as probably a 4x5 chart, the one you're looking at now.
Okay.
And because of the tremendous number of people in the large families over so many, I think I'm dealing with 17 generations now. And I just had to find a way that I could accommodate the most of them. So what I've done, I went to my parents, and I went to my grandparents, I should say, and I did the ancestors on each side of those. And then I did, from my parents, I did their descendants, which is a tremendously large one too. So that's really what we're looking at now.
So this is a left to right picture. Now, when we did the other one, you and I did the other one, it was up and down.
Yes.
Is that an option on this, or you just didn't?
I don't know. It seemed like the ancestors, Teresa, was a left to right.
Left to right. That's the only way you could do it. Okay.
Yeah, and
okay.
But you can see.
See, now that looks better. Now you didn't put the siblings in for the ancestors at all. You just went straight up.
Didn't do what?
You didn't put the siblings for the ancestors up there.
No.
I mean, it's your direct line. Okay.
That's right, because it's just too big.
Yeah. Okay. Looks nice. And then you took this to Iowa River Graphics and they printed it for you.
Right. And I have one of these also for the my mother's side. Yeah.
Okay.
But this one goes back to 15 something.
Yeah.
And both sides they do. And let me go back and find. Well, you don't want that one.
Oh, there's your descendants. Yeah. Yep, Guy Fred. I remember Guy. Okay.
Right, here we are.
Oh, this is the one that we were doing.
Oh yeah, we don't want this.
Yeah,
one.
that was a Roots Magic one.
Get rid of that.
Wow, that's so cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's one that
let's see.
Charting Companion. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Huh.
Okay. Okay. There's a preview. Go ahead and do that. Go click on that again.
Let's try it.
No, that's your Roots Magic one, I think. Isn't it? Could be that one.
23.
Yeah, that's 8/24. That would be your later one. I'm looking at the dates when these were done.
2023.
Oh, 2024. Okay. Do the one on Charting Companion again. Okay. Go up the one that said Descendant Charting. Descendant Charts. Oh, I don't see it. I guess I wasn't looking at it right. Those are all 2023. Descendant chart for Guy Fred Lewis, dated August 16th of 25. So go up one from where you are. One more. There we go. That one. See what happens when you get that. Oh, that was it. Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, I'm taking a lot of your time.
Well, no,
here.
but you showed the other one, which is good. Good.
No, this is very interesting.
Yeah. So we need to, like I said, for the freebie, we'll have to see what happens. I tried it and I was trying to do the up and down and with the siblings, and it probably was not a good idea. It was ugly. Not
So
ugly,
Ritz
but
Magic doesn't do that, what you want to do or what you're trying to do.
it did some goofy
Well,
things. It really,
Well,
and then
you can see it here on this,
yeah.
the one that we have.
Hmm.
I think it might be this one.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's a Roots Magic one. But it did some strange things. It would put people off to the side. I think this is version 7 one. But the other one, you couldn't get it to be big this way, or everything was compressed,
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
it was not good. It was not
it
good.
went
So
from,
that's it.
it would have been
Mhm.
several blocks long.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So it gives us hope
Yeah.
that yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And you really saw what the problem was.
Yeah.
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 And we could never
Well,
figure out how to
anyway,
make it work.
I
Okay.
will by the time we meet again,
Okay.
I've gone, try to set up something we can look at.
Yeah. Okay. And I think I'll play with it again as long as it's free. And actually for $50, I might, since I can't get it to work on Roots Magic, if I ever want to do a wall chart, they have special, they have special, they have different things. And then they have a thing if you want to do a wall chart, click here, and then they take you through the process, which is totally
Mhm.
different. So,
It's really simple.
yeah, it is.
Even I could figure out how to do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Okay, I'll let you go up on top and stop sharing.
Let you
There's
go
a little
back.
thing up on top. Yeah. Okay. There he goes. Okay.
Good
So
job.
this is
Job.
good job. I mean, we're proud of you as
Yeah.
you go through there. Okay. Anything else? Kevin, what are you up to? Anything?
Not much.
Not much?
Just finally got back in gear. So I'm back working on 11, just trying to get it and
Mhm.
understand it. I mean, once again, doesn't seem to be any really big changes. So
No, just how where things show up and if you want to play with it a bit. Yeah, you're
yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
well, thanks for sending the email about the thing in the news, about the 2 videos. And it's like just I'd log in, sign in, get into Roots Magic and, start working and, ignored those things until
Yeah.
you sent the email. And then it's like, oh, well, maybe I should at least pay attention to those and see what's going on. So that
You
was
know,
good.
They have another one. They have one which I did not approach, which was how to use how it gives you AI prompts. Well, I know nothing about AI. If any of you have used it, maybe we can talk, maybe you can walk us through that next time. I don't know.
That Stacy did. Stacy, did you?
Stacy, do you
I haven't done a deep dive study in some of it, but I mean, I've played around with a little bit of photos and stuff. I have some research guides on using AI that I haven't
Okay.
dove into yet.
Because I mean, all this will do is help you write the prompt. It doesn't actually, and then you have to take it over to Chat GPT or somebody.
Well, but
It doesn't.
that's the whole key is learning how to
yeah.
write the prompts.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if if
I
we
mean,
all try to write it.
I use it a little bit at work and I've used it for some other personal stuff, but I haven't specifically done it for genealogy research yet.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, one thing, yeah, there's lots of videos out there on how to do it. I just haven't watched them.
Can
So,
you use it to
d-
write my performance evaluation at work? That's pretty
okay.
cool.
Is your own performance evaluation?
Yeah, we have to
Is
do our self-eval so
Okay,
that our
that's
managers don't have to write. We have to do it.
yeah. And I've had to do that, and you're like, well, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, so maybe I'm a little harder on myself than they might be, but then maybe not. That's it. Hey, Doug,
Oh,
how are you
well,
doing?
you definitely want to brag about yourself because, there could be a few $1,000s riding on the line depending
Okay.
on how you get your.
But do they believe you?
Well, I mean, they're gonna know if you're telling the truth or not
Okay,
in
all right.
your eval.
Okay. Yeah, I
But whether
just
you downplay it or whether you talk yourself up, that makes a big difference in the presentation. Anyway, not on topic. Sorry.
okay. Doug, how are you doing? You doing anything? Mr. Larson?
I've got a little bit of a problem going with Roots Magic Help. I've never had an experience with them where I thought I was talking to someone who was in Pakistan.
Mhm.
We're not I've got a problem with one of my data files and we're having trouble communicating.
Hmm. I don't know what to say.
I've
That's
got
all right.
3 data files and I've got one of them that on the paternal side cannot connect to a web hint, cannot go to family search.
Hmm.
And I think I'm doing a fairly good job of explaining it, but they're not coming back with anything. Their solution doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
Well, if I could follow up on that with one thing, that's really what I think is significant about my going to this optional chart. Roots Magic had a basic problem in their system. And no matter how many times I wrote them or how many groups I got involved in and asked, never came up with anything over a matter of 2 years or so. And
I mean, the one fellow did tell us that we had to go back to Roots Magic 7 and it would be okay. And that was not, I mean, that was in my Facebook page.
The group, yeah.
Yeah. But the Roots Magic people never, they just don't do it. That's it.
I've never had a trouble understanding him though. We've always spoke the same language, no matter what I'm talking about. And this one sounds like I'm talking to a foreigner.
Mhm. Are you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Jason
Well,
is the guy's name.
Well, it's generally you can tell by the accent, but that's it.
No, we're doing this strictly over chat. We're doing
Chat
this.
GP. Oh, okay, you're doing chat.
Well,
All right.
I will tell you though, that with those customer service call centers or those chat centers or whatever, they a lot of times are told to pick an American name to use.
Oh, yeah.
when
Oh,
they're
yeah,
chatting.
yeah.
So
Yep.
he might
That's
not
it.
really be Jason. You never know.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, you don't know where the call center is located. You assume that it's in Oregon or Utah, but
No. My linguistic daughter said to ask when it has a prompt, if you're going to talk, are you talking to someone? If you are, pick the Spanish choice. Sounds weird, but the Spanish choice, they all know English, and you may be able to understand them better than a Pakistani or an Indian voice.
Okay.
That's just a thought.
Well, I don't think he's talking to him. He's just doing it via chat.
yeah,
You're not talking? Then how do you know where they're from?
He doesn't.
I don't.
So
I'm doing
he's just typing to each other. That's it.
Well, listen to that. I'll just read a sentence. Test the name that don't show hints are linked with family search. Once linked, it will start showing hints for those that are dead.
It
That
doesn't
makes
sound
no
like
sense at all.
that does not sound like a native English.
No.
That doesn't sound very good to me.
So you're typing. Oh yeah, that might be hard.
Yeah. Do you use Facebook?
Minimally. I don't like using it. Don't want
But
to.
have
But
you gone into the Roots Magic group to ask if anybody else has that problem?
that's good. That's going to be next.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that.
And then the other thing is you can say, if somebody says, oh, use chat, you can say, I've used chat, and quite frankly, we are not communicating well. They don't
Right.
seem to understand what my problem is. So, and we'll
They
see.
do have their online help, which goes to the website, which that was very helpful at one time when it's like Facebook, but it's not on Facebook. Have you
Yeah.
tried that?
Well, I think that's what he's doing is the online help through Roots
Oh
Magic.
no, this is well, these are regular customers.
Oh, customers, yes. Yeah. Their online
Well,
help. Community.
The
I'm just
online
getting started.
community.
Online community.
I'm just getting started in this thing. I've got,
Okay.
like I said, 3 data files now all set up running on 11. And I'm not having any trouble. Everything's functioning fine, except
One
one
of 'em.
data file on the paternal side will not link to web hints.
The hints. I don't know. Because if the other two work, why wouldn't that one?
Yeah, both sides of the other ones work.
Yeah.
The maternal side of this one works.
Mhm.
You know, you see the little the
Little-
little
little things
family
there.
search.
Yep.
Trees and everything.
Yep. That's it.
The paternal side is blank.
Love technology. Love
Yep.
technology. Okay.
Try the online community in your program, and that
Okay, go-
that is customers talking to customers.
Go to your homepage
Yep.
and I think it's the first one up there.
Calls help and support, and then you go down 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 online community.
Mhm.
You have to sign in, but it's not Facebook, so
No, it's not. So you could just do it that way.
Yep.
And
I'm
then
it
it's
might
a-
take a while. It might take a while for someone to answer you because they're not on there all the time.
correct.
They will look, see what happens. Okay, well, I think
That's
we
where
had
I'm
a-
at.
We had a struggle today. Probably apologize about that.
It's
Um,
okay.
Well, I didn't get to join you as soon as I wanted to. I've got 2 of these things going. I'm on the board here at the HOA where I'm at. I had a meeting there I had to take care of too. And
Welcome. I'm going to the HOA. They're having a conference out in Urbandale for $40 through tomorrow, and then it's $50. They're going to have speakers, and it's meant for people who are on the board of HOAs or living in an HOA. I don't know. So that's my next Monday. That's my day-long thing.
this is why I retired, to get into all.
We had a little problem with our. I'm going to stop recording. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
you
don't wanna-
better.
I want to